Once you're happy with your document that you've been creating and editing within the Polarion UI, Polarion offers an export functionality. We can export Polarion using the Word Round-Trip or recif Round-Trip, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm going to show you the Word Round-Trip. When working with the Word Round-Trip, we can export the document, and we're presented with three different choices that we have. We're presented with the review option, which allows you to export the document for the end user to be able to review the document, but they won't be able to make any changes to the document's content. They'll only be able to add comments using Word's functionality. We also then have the prioritization option. Within this prioritization option, they can make simple changes, so they can add comments to the document, and they can also change work item fields that you allow them to by selecting them from this UI. So you can actually allow them to make a change to, say, the severity work item field. There's also the collaboration option, which allows the end user to then make any changes at all. They can add their comments, they can change work item fields, and they can actually change any of the text within the documentation as well. For the purpose of this, I'm going to use the prioritization export. When it's running through the export process, it will then populate the Word document and download it for you. We can see this now. The Word document's opened up, and we can see this documentation now. As we can see, it's pulled across our headings and our format, our imagery as well, and our external hyperlinks, our tables and so on. But we also then have the ability to see that we've got our should haves listed here, so we can actually make changes to these, and it will give us the options that are presentable within Polarion. So we can actually only make changes that are relevant to the Polarion application. So we can make changes here of, say, must have. Perhaps I want to make a change here to a nice to have. Again, another nice to have. And we also then want to be able to add in additional comments as well. If I add in a comment here using Word's functionality of commenting, and I can save the changes that have been made. Once you've made your edits using Word, so this could have been sent off to a third party externally or shared around via email potentially, you can then re-import the changes that have been made. So once your third party supplier perhaps may have made some changes, or your third party collaborator, you can import these changes, choose the file which you wish to import, and start the import. This will just take a few seconds to actually import the document back into Polarion. We can see there now that it's imported the document successfully, and we can now see the document back in the Polarion application live again. So if scrolling through, we can actually then see that the changes to the should have that I've made a change to is now listed as a must have, and we have our nice to haves listed in there as well. We can also view the comment that I'd added in, so we can see that comment added in there, who it was added in by, and the date and timestamp as well. So very, very useful to be able to see that. One thing we should note though is that I know I've actually made those changes because I've made them just then. But actually, using the Polarion history function, we can actually see a fully auditable and traceable history within the application. So if I was to compare two versions of our document, one that I've done before the export and one that I've done as part of the import, scrolling through, we can actually then see very, very quickly and easily what has been changed through the color-coded key that's used. Red is used for anything that's been removed, green's for anything that's been added, and then also additionally anything that is highlighted in blue is there as a format change. Because I haven't made any format changes, because we'd used the prioritization option on the export, just allowing us to make changes to the field values and adding comments, it's not possible to make any changes to the content there, but we can see here that we do have the greens for added and the reds for removed. So it's very, very quick and easy to see any changes that have been made within Polarion. It's worth noting that that change isn't just for what's been exported on the round trip. You can actually compare any previous revisions of your documents throughout its whole life cycle at any point whilst it's been used and created within Polarion.